Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Adventures in Arcane Space. Once again, I'm your Dungeon Master, AuldDragon, and the players are...
Hi, I'm David Big Mac Shepherd. I play Braxon Miacc, who's a human fighter from an asteroid near Brow.
I'm Cape Sword. I play Darrakar Zakhan. He is a Minotaur fighter from Brawl.
Hi everyone, I'm Dakamisama and I play Solas of Ebha, who is Half-Elven Cleric Mage of Ogma.
Hi, I'm Diamond Worm, and I play Lankas Skipzaggle, a Tinker Gnome from Crinton.
Hey, I'm James. I play Ockar, human paladin from Brawl.
Hello, everyone. I'm Salem Mortar. I play Finnel'ar Mohani, a druid from Grayspace.
Hey there, I'm Zakhan. I play Lafdul Moonglade, an elven specialty priest, thief multiclass from Realm Space. His gimmick is coming up with fun titles every week. And his current title is the underrated Undead Undertaker. Because we're on an undead mission.
And you're undertaking the mission, too. So we left off... actually, before we do that, for viewers who wish to give a boon to the players, 500 bits will get the player or dungeon master of their choice a reroll. Currently, Braxon has 1, Finn has 2, Ockar has 0, Lafdul has 1, Darrakar has 2, Solas has 2, Lankas has 2, I, the dungeon master, only have 9. So we
Isn't
left...
that so sad?
Hmm? That I only have 9? Yes, that is sad. That is sad.
Yeah.
I should have more. I really, really should have more. So I can hoard
Everybody
more.
get the DM your rerolls.
So we left off last time. The party had just defeated a scorpion ship manned by hobgoblins, while another vessel had escaped. And you were deciding on exactly what you wanted to do regarding the vessel. You did manage to capture the captain.
Yeah.
And there was some talk about what you wanted to do with the vessel and the captain and everything else like that. So let's go get right into it. Was there anything that you guys thought of or discussed during the week and came to a conclusion?
I mean, we're definitely going to Grilla. I know that much.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go to what port was it? Like one of the main ports, and then ask around. I know I'm gonna ask around for.
Right. Well, I meant what you wanted to do regarding the hobgoblin ship.
Braxon wants. Well, we can't tow the hobgoblin ship, so we're either gonna have to destroy it or just leave it.
I mean, just leave it.
Yeah, I figured
We've
just leave it. I figured just leave it and blow it up.
We've destroyed its helm, and if you really want to, we can destroy the weapons it has, or we can take them with us.
You can dismantle the weapons. The weapons are worth a little bit of money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, we might be able to take the
If we want
weapons.
to destroy it, we could set it ablaze.
I don't know. I mean, it seems to be made out of metal, isn't it, Ald?
Yeah.
It is, but that's like still metal cladding. Like the actual decks, interior decks and stuff like that are made of wood.
Yeah, there's the metal plates over wood.
Ooh. So would we be able to, instead of setting light to it, would we be able to get any scrap wood out of it?
Not without a lot of work.
Okay. How long would it take to de-rig the weapons?
I mean, like, if you want to spend a day scavenging what you can, that would include all the weapons, a medium ballista and 2 heavy catapults for sure.
I'm fine with that.
We could do that.
Yeah.
The money we would get by selling those weapons would definitely be worth it.
Yeah. All right, we'll do that, and we'll sell them next port we get to. And I guess we'll set fire to it. I mean, we got all the valuables out of it, didn't we?
As far as you know, yeah.
We don't have to set fire on it. Why not just leave it?
If you leave it for a day, I can.
You can what?
I might be able to. If we leave it for a day, I might be able to figure out something. But I may have to. I would have to prepare something.
You might be able to figure out something.
I mean, it'll take time It'll take.
If we're here for one day.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I mean, how long will it take us to disassemble the weapons?
So, I mean, you could do that in a couple hours if you also wanted to just, like, try to scavenge whatever you could off the vessel.
Yeah.
You know, you could spend a whole day there.
I'm willing to scavenge what we can, since there was food and water supplies that we can take also.
We're not taking the food. We don't know what to eat.
I wouldn't trust the food.
I mean, we don't have to take the meat, but I'm sure that even hobgoblins have some veggies and nuts and such.
Veggies and nuts are fine.
I mean, they do have sacks of grain and stuff, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, we could take sacks of grain and stuff.
Like I said, no need to take the meat since we don't know what meat it is. But
yeah, might be eating elves or something.
But goods like grain, nuts, veggies.
Yeah, grains grown with elven and human fertilizer. Perfectly acceptable.
That would be just ecological.
That's what gives it. That's what gives it its special flavor.
That's a circle of life.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm sad there isn't a detect meat source spell.
Come up with one.
You could research one.
Well, you'd need divination now.
I mean, yeah, but it is a spell that you could create if you wanted.
I mean, I have a spell that's kind of like that, but it would have to be extremely fresh.
Yeah, and it definitely is not extremely fresh. Most of it would be dried.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you really want to do this spell and wait a day, you'll have to explain why. Because, like Braxon would vote for just taking what we can and setting.
Well, no, I thought you were. It's because we. I was under the impression if you were gonna try and search and scrap the ship, we'd be here for a day anyway. So, or give or take. Basically, I was hoping I might get lucky with a few fort captures, but I'm going to be needing to take the tongue spell to obviously be able to speak various types of goblinoid languages, because I don't initially know them.
If Braxon gave you his ring,
that's only goblin, though.
No, it's whoever's near you, and we got a prisoner.
Oh yeah, would that work for a thought capture? Because I know it's usually clouded in their own thoughts or their own language.
I think this is
what
I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm thinking.
I'm guessing you have to try it to find out.
Yeah. I mean, I'll memorize the spell the next day anyway, but it's a good if it doesn't work. Basically, what I'm trying to get at is any like tidbits of like information. You know, there might be like they saw us coming. Oh, we need to separate. You know, I might get like a little bit like flee or go to a place or a location or. I'm hoping I'll get lucky. I don't know what I'll get.
All right, you've convinced me because we could, if you're going to do the thought capture, you could try and look at the thoughts for when the thing was built, where it was built, that sort of thing.
Well, I don't know what I'll get. I'll just get strong thoughts and emotions tied
to
an event
I know
from a location.
Yeah. I just meant you could maybe find out where it came from.
Well, we got the captain for that. I mean, I know histories. Well, I don't think Old would let it work on a ship. This is an object.
I mean, No history is primarily
The
for
amazing
"Ooh,
first double
what
spell."
is this weird item? Like, you know, the sword, you know, which that kind of duplicates legend lore. I need to think about
That's
that.
a first level priest spell.
Yeah, no, I need to think about that.
All right. Well, you convince me that we don't destroy it. That we, or at least
No,
a
you can
day.
destroy it after. Just
Yeah.
give me a day. You know.
You convince me.
mean,
Anyone else object to that or approve of it?
What's the
I
I
question?
mean, why destroy it? It can we can just leave it and then it might even save someone who is adrift.
My main concern with destroying it is keeping it from being used again for enemy raids and the like.
The most likely situation of someone else coming across this as a derelict would be them scrapping it, or them towing it in to get scrapped.
Is the metal scrap worth more than wood scrap typically?
Yeah.
A rough ballpark? Like how many times more valuable?
I mean, in general, I just give you a I would just give you a price based on the tonnage of the ship. But yeah, metal would be technically more valuable than wood.
Are we talking like less or more than 5,000?
Hold on.
Just a real rough guess.
All right.
Because if it is like 5, I don't even think we got the cargo space to take it anyway. But if we burn a ship and maybe get lucky on our way back.
No, yeah.
Oh no, we're not going back this way, are we? No. Yeah.
We
suggested burning it because it would take the least effort.
We cannot disassemble a ship that's too big for us to tow and fit it in our cargo hold. No.
Yeah.
This isn't Minecraft.
I will say that there is a way
going-
for you to tow this, but it would require moving as 2 ships.
Yeah.
We would have to separate the hilt.
Yeah.
But if we are going to work on this ship anyway for one day, what sort of weapons are on it?
So it has the medium ballista, 2 heavy catapults, and then the ram claws, which can't really be disassembled per se.
Mm-hmm.
So do we want to tow it and sell it?
You
Well,
don't get much for scrap, and it's half destroyed.
I say we
get.
just.
Go ahead.
So I think we should just leave it and go.
Yeah,
because I don't want to try towing this for something that it might not be worth anything, and I also don't want to spend time here destroying it because the ship that ran off might come back with backup.
Okay, and if it does,
well, that's impressive in one day.
If they do, we can fight them. I think it's the thing of.
I'd rather not fight them without.
I think it's a thing of, do we leave this and go, or do we go with Lafdul? And I'm going with Lafdul.
I'm saying that we take the stuff we can and then just leave it because, like I said.
But hold on. Do you want to give Lafdul a day to then be able to cast some spells, or do you want to just spend minimal amount of time to get like the weapons off and go? I think those are the bigger things.
Yeah.
So are you saying that it would be extra day with Lafdul spells?
Yeah, because he hasn't got prepared.
Also, wasn't he on the helm?
He was on the helm, yeah.
So
yeah, true.
Oh, sugar. I forgot about that.
That's not gonna pose a problem.
Hey, what? My apprentice could potentially.
This is not gonna pose a problem. Don't worry about it.
I mean, it's gonna be a day anyway, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, may as well take the weapons while we're here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
so
about
we just
the day?
comb the ship. I just say we comb the ship and let the day pass, and then take our time.
Okay. So it sounds like most people are for.
I think we've got 3 people
taking the day.
So James, you're opposed to staying for a day, are you?
Yeah, I'd rather just keep going.
Okay, and Solas is opposed to staying for a day, I think.
No, I said that we take the scavenge, and Old did say that scavenging the ship takes a day.
I revised that.
Yeah,
Okay.
he said it'd be slightly less than that. So
Well, I'm okay with staying a day, but that minimum is that we scavenge the ship.
all right.
Taking the weapons is basically like everyone has agreed on that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anyone
Yeah.
spoke
But
against
I
that.
don't.
So.
Yeah.
I don't have anything against staying today.
You okay with it, Finn?
Finn's fine with it. We are taking the helm, right?
That
We
was
destroyed the helm.
Oh,
Yeah.
I, as an
It was a
FYI,
death jammer.
Yeah.
oh yeah, didn't you leave halfway through?
Yeah.
They had an animal hooked up to the thing too.
Yeah, we were trying to destroy the helm so that the animal didn't die, but apparently the animal was like on death's door, and it lost its final hit points when we destroyed the helm and died anyway. It was some sort of thing like a crocodile.
Shock.
I think
Yeah.
it failed its system shock roll.
Yeah, it was basically it was a thing like a crocodile, and they amputated its tail. It wasn't a crocodile, but it was a similar sort of thing.
Because you're from the sphere, have you seen this kind of creature before? Do you think?
Do you want to give a check, Finn?
sure.
All right, give me a wisdom check at half your score.
Okay.
Okay, you have not. It's definitely not a crocodile. Like it was crocodile-like, but it definitely was not a crocodile. The four eyes did kind of give that away.
But yeah, we destroyed the helm because it was a death jammer, and I think everyone here is opposed to death jammers.
Yeah.
Especially ones used on animals.
Okay, so you guys are going to wait a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when we do get going, I want to hand over the prisoner, and hopefully Lafdul will have learned something.
Yeah, I'll
I
use the
will,
thought captures, but do you, as an FYI to Finn, I may not be taking any third level spells for Shipwood, so you'll have to do that if you want to do that. I can do one today, actually. But no, I was thinking, do you want to speak to any of the corpses or not? We got an officer, or one of the officers that might be salvageable. We got a day to go through their effects to realise which ones are officers.
Solas has a suggestion to Finn if Finn is interested in.
Well, let's. Lafdul was kind of asking some questions. Let's get answers to. Let's always try to get answers to existing questions before moving on to other things. So Lafdul is basically asking, do you guys want him to cast Speak with Dead on some of them?
That'd be good.
I can say do up to 5, but at most.
You can only try once per creature.
Yeah, per corpse. So.
And there's only 2 dead officers of a significant knight.
Found.
A significant position that would be worthwhile. Like someone who is obviously a first officer and someone who is obviously a priest.
You have my vote on that as well.
Alright, so 2 Speak with Dead.
Thanks very much.
I'm just checking my my shrine. I might have it prepared on there. I don't think so. Although I am going to do that in the future because that makes more sense. That way I don't have to take the spell all the time. No, I didn't. I have got a softwood prepared. Do you want to tell this captain behind our ship in a softwood? Because he's going to kill himself.
Well.
Oh yeah, that's good.
I mean, we can just keep him tied and in a cage that we make.
But softwood means he's in suspended
Yeah, but
animation.
if he's that desperate to kill himself, he'll try and bite his tongue or something, unless someone's there with a healing spell.
It's a good idea.
I mean, you can put a gag on him.
I like the idea of softwood.
I mean, I've got a thing. I mean, it's not. Well, put it to a vote or something. I don't know. Unless you want to overrule it.
Softwood would be a merciful approach.
Doesn't softwood have to be outside our air envelope?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It has to be tied with a long piece of rope outside our envelope.
It would be risky.
Would you mind if we tried one of my teas first?
Sure. How long does it last? A week, isn't it?
Let's see. Death Mock. Just gotta get to that page.
What does it taste like?
It tastes like death. I don't know.
They're so delicious.
Let's see.
I'd be
Those
curious.
under the influence of this tea sleep for 2d4 days, during which time they need no food or water. They need only 1/20th the air unaffected people do and can survive freezing temperature.
We're talking months, though. A month, maybe.
76 days, I think, was the calculation.
Yeah.
Well, if he's unconscious, that would allow my softwood spell to just work on him, because if he's conscious, he can resist the spell.
Yeah.
If he's unconscious, then it's automatic.
I'm still of the opinion that we can just keep him tied and gagged, and have someone watch him over.
All right, let's focus first on getting what you can out off the ship, and then when you're ready to leave, you can decide on stuff related to leaving.
Yeah.
Which includes what to do with the cow.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
Softwood cocoon dissolves in open air.
Yeah.
So if we put it in a barrel, a large barrel, we shape wood a barrel, fill it with water. Would that work? It's not an open air. We use create water directly inside of it.
Hold on.
Come
hold
on. This is D&D. It's a creative solution.
All right. While I am thinking about that,
breaking the reality.
What do you want to start with? What do you want to start with doing? Actually, first, while I'm looking this up, so you can mark down that you got a medium ballista and 2 heavy catapults.
Ballista.
It's probably better off writing that on the sheet.
I am.
Put it with whatever cargo you have, things like that, because remember, it does take up cargo space.
Yeah.
Any ammunition with those?
At this point, you guys are at a point where ammunition is whatever. So yeah, I mean, you've restocked.
We can replenish. Unless we're going fight after fight after fight.
Right.
Yeah.
Or you were in a situation where you have no opportunity to put into ports and stuff like that.
I mean, we can just find an asteroid and
I've put
destroy it down to catapult shots. So
they're on the sheet for the blade.
You also get a month of food for 60 crew. Is what you can pull off. So 60 crew's worth for a month.
60 times 30 man days.
Yeah.
Right, 1,800 man days of food.
Okay.
We got surplus in case we lose some or whatever. We have to give some away or ransom to another dragon, or tribute rather.
I mean, we did lost some when we got those vermin.
Yeah, that's true.
They had any tools aboard that might be of use?
Common tools for repairing ships and stuff like that. Nothing
Working.
of significance. If there's a so basically for Darrakar and Lankas, if there were any tools that you wanted that would be common amongst ships' tools, then yeah, you can just like get it, like chisels, hammers, things like that.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I'll pick some up, I guess.
That's up to you. I mean, like if there was just something
Yeah.
that you wanted that you think would be likely to be in ship's tools, I'm fine with that. Just because. No, I don't typically
Yeah.
detail that because it's not like
Mm.
it's all super common, and there's stuff like that on this on your
Oh,
ship.
okay.
But if you want personal items, like you want to make sure that you have a little, you have a saw, you have
Okay.
a carpentry hammer, kind of thing, then yeah, you can have that without having to spend money. So yeah, I mean, I guess you could put the softwood person into a barrel full of water, but you could also just tie them to a rope and string it along behind you.
Yeah, but that lures whatever's. Well, we are going at spelljamming. So.
Yeah.
They're not going to get eaten by scavers because they're inside softwood.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you strung them out beyond your air envelope, now that does take a lot of rope.
I mean,
we got a ship here.
We could
full
do
of
the
rope.
barrel. We could do the barrel thing back on our own base if we ever need to keep someone on the base and we don't want to fire them off into space.
I mean, yeah, I mean the softwood. Yeah, it's the only long-term. You're not going to kill yourself solution.
Okay, so you wanted to do some thought captures around the ship?
Yeah, I'm hoping to. I will have prepared tongues for
the ring war.
The ring will work, but I'll have it.
I mean, you'll have to have the captain close to you when you're doing that. So.
I just blindfold them and just lead them around.
Well,
we could do it. We could do it after, but if this is the next day, would Finn already have tried his tea?
That's up to you.
I did have one suggestion for a Finn if for the next day if he's willing to listen.
Well, first off, I wouldn't do the tea until we were sure we were ready to do it.
Okay.
It would be you can prepare it today, and how long does it last? I mean,
well, I already have it prepared. I just have to brew it. That takes minutes.
Yeah.
Oh,
however long it takes to brew tea, kind of thing. So.
Well, in the flow, that's another matter entirely.
Well, that's not where you are. So. All right. So, like, someone can just with the captain tied up. I mean, heck, Darrakar is strong enough to manhandle this hobgoblin. So you
just,
go around the ship using thought capture?
Yeah, I tried to look for logical places, like maybe a gangplank location.
How many do you have?
Whatever first level spells I have, I would have taken all of them. 6, I believe. Because I got the ring that gets me an extra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. So I'm just gonna quickly run through some of the things that you learn. Basically, you would pick up thoughts related to the loading of cargo onto the other vessel, and the thoughts would basically be along the lines of hurry up and get these last things loaded, these last crates loaded. A vessel has just appeared. We need to prevent them from closing in on the Porcupine. is basically what you would pick up. Variations on that. So
There was
obviously they wanted to hold you off while something was taken away on the porcupine. What it was, you don't know.
All right, that's fine. Today, any sort of destination, safe place they thought of?
No.
All right, then I'll relay that. During the
I mean, so what
day
you can
before-
definitely pick up is like whatever they were loading on that porcupine, they considered more valuable than their lives to get it away.
Yeah, that's worrying.
Probably very dangerous then.
Maybe.
And
Hope
whatever
it's
it
not
was
one-
definitely in crates.
Big crates, small crates,
You don't
human
know.
size.
You don't know.
Oh, all right.
It's not like they thought that these larger
Quick,
than
get
human
these
crates.
get these 5 foot by 5 foot by 10 foot crates aboard. No, it's just get the crates aboard kind of thing.
Yeah, that's all right. I mean, that gives us insight that whatever they were cargoing was valuable. During the day
Yeah.
before, I would have gone to Nemario and asked her, because she was, hey, you're a former Elven Imperial Navy. I know you kind of want to explore the wider world, but I need to. Well, I'm trying to prepare myself to be more able to integrate myself, and I figured that you might have any tips on writing reports. And since this is something that my brother said that I would struggle with, is my ability to deal with the mundane stuff, I guess. So I would ask her if she'd be willing to overlook my work to see if I've missed anything obvious, because she'd be more familiar with it, basically.
Yeah, she's happy to look that over. She never got high enough to really need to write reports, though.
Oh, well, she'd have an idea of what might be included, what is useful, what isn't useful.
Yeah, she'll look them over.
Yeah, and I'm looking throughout the ship, detailing the ship, looking for anything that's like iconography. I can never say that word.
Iconography.
Yeah, iconography. So I mean, it may not mean anything to me, but it might mean something to someone else. So anything that looks out of place, like a carving or like religious symbols or anything like that.
The vessel is
something to do with
very.
a lord.
I'm sorry.
Could even be related to a lord.
The vessel
hierarchy.
The Scorpion ship is very Spartan. It is like
it's a military vessel.
Yeah, and it's set up that way. So it's very militaristic in nature. Things are very organized aboard. Like the hammocks for the crew are in very precise locations, and all of the personal possessions that you guys have already been through were all in in their proper places and everything like that.
I will.
But there's no iconography or even a ship's name that you could tell.
I will go to Braxon and Solas, and I will ask this is during the previous day while I'm looking around and writing my report. Do you think if you had like a day, could you figure out any like weak points in the ship structure? So I need to. Well, I'm writing down a report to give to the Elven Imperial Navy. Combat information is useful. I'm just looking for like plates or gaps if they aim their weapons in that direction. I'm wondering if you two could figure it out.
I mean, if I'm not mistaken, this is common enough design that weak points like that are known.
Are they? Yeah. Is this a common ship? Sorry.
This is a very old design. This was a workhorse of the Orcish fleets during the Unhuman War.
All right. If it doesn't seem to stand out to me, then I guess I will just put the mundane stuff about it.
And the ship itself is old. The ship itself is old. Like it is not like fresh off the assembly line. The ship is like Braxon could tell you. It's probably a good 75 years old at least.
Right. I mean, Braxon will probably be checking out ships when we go on them to see stuff like that. But pretty much all ships are designed not to get broken.
Yeah.
You chuck things at them and they break.
Yeah. All right, and yeah, you just be doing that in the full captures. We got one officer, wasn't it?
Nope, 2.
That's dead. 2 officers. Or
Yep.
one was a helmsman, and the other one was
Navigator and
second.
first officer.
all right.
Did you want to cast Speak with Dead?
Yeah.
See if we find out with a cargo.
Yeah, the first officer, one was to see if the spell works. How many? How many? 2 Speak with Dead. So.
Yep.
Oh, before the day was up, I would have used a shape wood to heal the hit points of the ship.
Okay.
1d100. If it's over 90, no, you get 2 heal points for 2 wood.
2 hit point for 2 wood. All right, so up to 65.
Because I had that one memorized, so
Yeah.
I figured I might as well use it before the day's up. So.
Thanks.
Okay.
And 2 Speak with Dead. Yeah, we'll go. Should we try the officer first? I'm thinking the officer because he might know. Oh dear. Well, what do you guys think? Do you have any preference? I'm thinking the officer, but
I mean, they're both officers. One is a first officer and the other is a navigator.
yeah.
I'm thinking about just kind of the circumstances, how this honestly doesn't seem like we were originally thinking pirates, but the zealotry and the the desire to like, and the militarism, I don't know, makes me think that this might be more than just pirates. That's the only comment I think Lankas would be able to give.
Pirates usually aren't willing to die for causes.
Unless the cause is great enough.
For pirates,
They're willing
only
to
cause
risk
great
their
enough
lives.
would be their own personal wealth and glory.
Yeah, well, it depends on
Because
what religion.
because they were like trying to kill themselves rather than be captured.
I mean, yeah.
This seems more like military operation.
To be fair, if I got captured by a lot of goblinoids and they're not kind to elves at all, I wouldn't want to be alive to go through that. Even if I could regenerate, that would be even worse because I wouldn't die. They probably realise I have a ring that's keeping me alive, so they'd take it off me after a while. Yeah, no, alright, Navigator, fine. We'll just do Navigator. I can't Speak with Dead on them.
Okay.
Our first thing, I'll see if the spell works. The first thing I'm going to ask is, where were you taking those crates that you so? Yeah, no. Where were you taking those crates? On the what? No. What was the destination of those crates?
All right. How many potential questions can you get?
I think it's 1 per level. I need to bring up the spell. I'm looking at the wrong part. Divination. 4.
4 questions?
Yeah.
Okay. So what was the destination of the crates?
Yeah. What's the ultimate destination of the crates? So I'll be a little bit more specific.
All right. So you stand over the body of the navigator that you're pretty sure was a priest of some sort. And the spirit rises before you, and you can see deep hatred in its eyes for you.
Yeah, that's because I'm an elf.
Yep. And you ask it what the destination of the crates were, and it says through he says through clenched teeth, "We were delivering them to another vessel."
Oh, that's from his. Yeah, clever. Yeah. All right.
Ask him where they were taking the crates.
Yeah, because he could be elusive.
Maybe.
Should we see
Ask
what the
what-
purpose of the crates were? Now,
Ask
what was
were in
contained?
the crates.
All right, what was inside the crates?
Valuable materials to overthrow your evil regime, elf.
Ah,
Well,
how sweet.
that's guarantees it that it was a military operation.
Contents are likely dangerous.
Valuable materials.
Where did you get the cargo?
Yeah.
Good idea.
Where did you get the cargo?
Took them off of many ships that we'd come across in our journeys.
Mm.
I'm
That's the problem with
actually-
these questions. If you're not,
I'm actually tempted to punch this guy, but it wouldn't do any good.
you can look like you punch it. It's just a ghostly apparition. He just might mock you for trying.
I mean, that's still an informative answer, even if it's vague.
I mean, you can punch him; it'd just be cathartic rather than useful.
I suppose I could give him a really nasty eye and try to be intimidating.
Where do you operate within this sphere? What? No, wait. Where? Where is your?
What's your home port?
Yeah. No. Where is the ship? I'm trying to think of the best way to word it. What's your main port?
I mean,
What do
that
you
would
think?
be home port.
No, because home port could be from another sphere.
Well, you could ask what is your home port in this sphere.
Where do you operate from? No, that could be the sphere.
What was your last
If-
port of call?
Yeah. What was your last port of call? That'll work.
Hold on a second.
Details
I need to check
on
something.
this.
I'm checking on a name. That's all.
I have no idea if it's in this sphere or anything. A name should be very useful.
Yeah, it's still going to be useful. That's what I'm like, oh, I should need to share this when I thought of it.
All right. Where was your last port of call? Was what you asked, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. He says the port of Gadrak in Garden, and then his spirit disappears.
Gadrak and Garden.
So from realm space.
I wonder if they were following us.
Interesting.
They were ahead of us.
Well,
They were definitely ahead of you.
all right. How do you spell Gadrak?
Close enough. I mean, he didn't write it down for you.
Yeah, fine. All right, no, we got something from that one.
So as he disappears, you see a just a very toothy grin over his face, and a look of pleasure on his face. He's going to his afterlife.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, did you want to cast it on the other one?
You want to do some brief interrogations on Captain before do you speak with Dad?
Are we going to do that harsh an interrogation that you do speak with Dead at the end?
No, I mean,
Gonna do good cop, bad cop with the captain?
well, I figured that it might narrow down some of the questions I can ask a corpse. There's no guarantee the corpse will work, but
I mean, at the same time, asking questions of the first officer could narrow down questions you ask of the captain.
Mm.
Yeah. We'd need to try Finn's tea, though, if we're going to question the captain.
That puts him to sleep.
Oh, it puts him to sleep, sorry.
You want
I
like
think,
a potion of love or
e-
something if you want to
I was
charm
gonna
him.
say even deeper than that. It basically makes him look dead.
I think it's no point in thinking too deep about it. Just you cast a spell, and that after that we can question the captain.
Oh,
Alright.
does anyone know a charm spell?
Yeah, I was thinking that as well, but I don't think.
Truth serum we could use on him?
I mean, I just picked up hypnotism.
I think
I
the only
mean-
person who could make something that makes you tell the truth is Finn, but he's never said anything about doing tea like that.
Well, Finn has access to charm animal mammal.
All right,
but-
just quick decision. Do you want to question the captain first, or do you want to question the corpse first?
Corpse first. That'll be a little easier.
Alright. And just do the corpse.
Okay. Like, to a certain
Oh.
extent, don't overthink things, guys.
Yeah,
Don't
no,
overthink
that's
things.
why I'm not.
I mean, I tried to say that don't think too deeply about it.
All right. The spell does not work. The first officer's spirit rises up, and rather than answer, he just gives an ephemeral spit in your general direction and then fades away to nothingness. He made a saving throw.
Yeah. I thought you had to ask a question before.
Yeah,
But
but
yeah,
whatever.
save
It's like-
time.
yeah.
Alright.
His saving throw was that good that he was like, I don't
No,
know.
it
what
was just-
question
it
you're
was just
asking,
like-
but I'm going anyway.
The priest would
mean-
have had a better saving throw than the officer. I would have
Again,
thought.
keep in mind, this was a random encounter, guys.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're gonna squeeze this.
I understand that.
yeah.
I understand that. But there's
proverbial
also,
cow
like,
for everything
it's a random encounter. There's a limited amount of information that you're going to be able to get out of something like a random encounter.
This is going to be an
Yeah.
adventure. This is going to be our overarching
No, no,
plot.
Yeah, we're taking over the adventure. It's going to be all about the scorpionship.
That's
Really
how
so.
the best adventures start, from random encounters, not the articulated plan that the DM spent like 2
Yeah.
months on.
2
Yeah.
months, good lord. I wish I could only spend 2 months. All right, so did you want to try and interrogate the captain?
Hmm. I have mind read it up, and since I only had 2 speak with us, I only lost 2 spells. I would have a telepathy up.
What can we do with the captain so that he can't hurt himself, but we can ungag him and stuff?
Generally, you just heal him the moment he tries to bite his tongue. Pretty much, as long as there's a cleric around.
Of course,
He
if he
can
does
only-
manage to bite his tongue off, he's not going to be able to talk to you.
Yeah.
You may prevent him from bleeding out, but
Of course, I could.
Well, if
I
I
could
put my
hold him in such a way that he wouldn't be able to do it, but then he might not be able to talk either.
I just put my ring of regeneration on him, then he, yeah, he can bite his tongue off as much as he wants. He'll just regrow a new one. Much to his dismay.
Yeah.
well, he wouldn't
And-
regrow a new one. I don't think. I think
This
you'd
is-
have to,
You could reattach it.
yeah, you could reattach
This-
it. But again,
Ugh,
you'd have to put your
gross.
hands into his mouth, and then he
This
can
is
bite your
when-
fingers off.
This is when Lafdul puts his ring of regeneration on the prisoner, and the prisoner teleports away.
You can F. But
Thanks for the ring of regeneration. Bye.
yeah, that would become a blood oath for laughter, I think.
So what would you want to do?
Well, I don't want to be seen by this person, so I'm going to be there. I'm going to have telepathy up when you ask questions, and I will communicate a response via mind read. to whoever's interrogating him.
I'm fine with just leaving the interrogation for elves, since we are not really trained with that.
The only thing that I can think of would be way too cruel.
Yes, cruel is not something that good aligned people would really do.
Agreed.
I could always do an augury before we do an interrogation to see, you know.
I don't think we should spend more resources on this person. I think
It
we
doesn't cost
should
me anything.
I think we should use the opportunity to turn him in and just make sure he doesn't kill himself.
Yeah, we should just turn him in.
All right,
I
put him
think
to
the
sleep,
authorities
then.
would be better able to handle a prisoner they want to talk than we will.
All right, no, that's fine. Since this was the next day, we kept the prisoner under guard, or was he put to sleep once we?
He was
walked about?
kept under guard because you did not decide what you wanted to do with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Braxon's going to speak to him in Goblin.
Okay, what are you going to say?
You interrogating him, or
Yeah.
wait? At least, all right, that's fine. I'll have telepathy and mind read on you, and I'll use my ring of invisibility to make myself invisible and just be nearby.
Okay. You going to do it on me or him?
Just to make sure he doesn't try anything funny.
No, I'm having telepathy on you, Braxon, so I can communicate any contradictory information via my mind read. And because I'm invisible...
Oh, I see. Fair enough. Okay. Braxton's going to talk to him in Goblin. And he's going to say, "You stupid idiot. Gardock sent us here. We gave the recognition signal. Why did you attack us? We're supposed to be helping you."
So you did ungag him before this, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So you definitely get confusion, Lafdul. And the captain, Hobgoblin captain, responds to you, Braxon, and says, "What are you talking about? I don't know anything about this." He's very confused.
You're telling me you don't know about the fleet that's being sent here?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you with the Navy?
What Navy?
You're not with the Navy then? We were told to meet up with the Navy.
If someone told you that, then they didn't tell me anything.
Pah. This is serious incompetence. I've been recruiting mercenaries for weeks.
His eyes narrow at you, and he says, "I saw a half-elf amongst your crew during the fight. You're lying."
Of course you saw a half-elf. Do you think there's only good elves? It's taken me a lot of work to get these infiltrators.
The only good elf and half-elf is a dead one. Spit
Maybe
on my
your
blade, their blood flowing on the ground, watering their gardens.
With people like you, we're not going to win the war.
There's no war yet.
Well, not here.
Hence that it's already started in Brawl Space, because we know there's indications of it happening in Brawl. Let's see our response to that.
Have you Have you got so small a mind that you only see the one sphere?
I've been to many spheres.
Things are happening.
Let's give a subtle hint. Say the goblinoids from Chthon space have been rallied. See if he's even heard of that sphere.
Okay. The goblinoids from Chthon space have been rallied already.
Is there any?
There's no
indication
hint of recognition, and you think that he's caught on now that you're making things up, because he's shutting down his, like, he's just gone quiet now and is glaring at Braxon, and you definitely get the impression that he's intentionally not thinking.
Okay. All right, put the gag back on.
Okay.
I'll just wait there until my spell runs out. I'll see if he thinks of anything while Braxon's gone. Because he might just think that's Braxon that's doing the mind reading, not someone that's invisible.
All right, Braxon will leave the room and leave Lafdul in there.
Well, I don't actually have to be there.
Okay.
I can, as long as I'm nearby-ish, I can sense minds through walls and stuff.
It was worth a punt.
Yeah, no, you tried to get stuff, so. And they don't know about Chthon space, so.
Even what he doesn't know is interesting.
Does he think anything while Braxton's left?
No.
Yeah.
I think this comes back to this being a random encounter.
I mean, you do think that he got the impression that you were trying to lead him to think about things, and that got him very suspicious.
Yeah.
But hey, I mean, it's worth a shot.
Worth a shot, and I think Lafdul might get a couple of XP for using those spells.
I didn't really get anything useful out of them.
No navy too. That was interesting to me.
They might call it by a different term, but I suppose it's a universal thing. Big fleet of ships, navy. Lafdul just fills out whatever useless information I gained in his report.
I don't think that worked with a prisoner. So, do we want to get Finn to try his tea?
Yeah. Yeah, and then I'll have softwood prepared. Well, considering I didn't use up all my third level spells, I've only used 3 of them out of 5 that I've got.
Well, how long does Finn's tea work?
A few days.
So, what happens if Finn's tea lasts a few days and you softwood someone? Does it like, do they stay asleep when they come out the softwood?
Probably.
Yeah, they would stay catatonic, or it would delay the effects of the softwood would overwrite the effects of the tea until they come out of it, and then it might carry on its progression until the tea's worn off afterwards.
Because you're not truly in suspended animation with the tea, but you are truly in suspended animation with the softwood.
Yes, right. I suspect once he's out of the softwood after it's dissolved, he'll still be under the effects of the tea for a while.
All right. Well, we can hand him over to the elves, and they can see whether they can use any magic to.
Oh yeah, a neutralized poison would probably revive him, but
Yeah.
Thanks, Finn.
I think he stepped away for a minute.
No, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. All right. So, do you want to try to give the prisoner the tea?
Yes.
Okay. How do you want to go about it?
I'm just going to mention, I know you don't want to be here anymore, so this will help you on your journey.
Oh, so he thinks it's poison.
That's interesting.
He would refuse to drink it. Well, first, would you be saying that in common, Finn?
Well, I don't speak Goblin, so.
Unless you borrow Braxon's ring.
You could borrow the ring.
Yeah, Braxon and Lendering.
Okay, well then I would speak it in Goblin.
Okay. So you'd take his gag off and offer him the tea, basically, with that comment.
I wouldn't take the gag off immediately.
So you'd offer the tea first.
Yes.
Okay. He doesn't respond with the gag in his mouth. He's just like glaring at you.
Not if you want the easy out.
You said nod?
Yep.
Okay. He does not nod. He does not shake his head either. He just continues to glare at you.
Okay then. Hey, Darrakar.
Darrakar?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Yeah,
Hold him down.
you got it.
Okay, so
grab him and put him in a hold.
Okay. How do you want him held, Finn?
In a way that we can force his mouth open.
Okay.
That's easy.
Okay.
Without killing him.
Yeah, I'm doing it carefully, not to actually harm him, but to force compliance.
So basically, you want to force him to drink the tea.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. So he is going to
got the
resist.
Gnome, Lankas. Sorry. Hypnotize him.
I don't know if the hypnotism would work in.
Yeah, you just convince him that he's having a nice.
No, you need a suggestion spell with that, I believe.
Yeah, hypnotism just gives suggestions to things they might be inclined to do.
Yeah, I don't think it's. I'll read the spell, but I don't think it's like that. I think it is just more. You have to already be kind of on good terms with them for it to work.
Yeah, it has to be brief and a reasonable sounding request.
I could try.
Yeah, and if you've just told him that this is poison, that's not going to be a reasonable request.
Mm-hmm.
Those who are, actually, okay, so those who are exceptionally wary or hostile get a save with a +1 to +3 bonus. So I could actually still try.
Yeah, I mean,
it'd probably be a +3.
It is definitely going to be a +3.
If you can hold gaze with them, they get -2 to roll.
Yes.
He would realize that you're beginning to cast a spell and not look at you in that point. So he would not hold gaze with you. All right. So let's see. Yeah, no, that would not work. He made a saving throw. All right. So you're basically so Finn and Darrakar, you're basically holding him down, prying his mouth open and pouring the tea down his throat, kind of thing.
Yep.
Okay. Let me see if because he is resisting, struggling, trying to avoid that.
Can I cast Hold Person on him?
You could cast Hold Person on him, yeah.
I cast Hold Person.
All right, so that's going to be a -2
single target
to the saving throw.
Would a tea enema work?
Ew. All right, so he does go rigid, and that does mean that you are able to pour the tea down his throat.
Okay.
Make sure he doesn't
Okay.
choke with healing proficiency.
Is there a saving throw for the tea?
Yep. Save versus poison.
Okay. I will release him from the hold at this point.
Okay. He does appear to die.
Ah,
Okay.
hey,
Okay.
that worked.
All right.
Just need to get him around the rope. Well, unless you want to...
Softwood and then rope.
Yeah. Question, because it doesn't run out straight away, right? I'm just wondering if a memory read would work. There's a chance, yeah.
He's in a death-like coma.
Oh,
he's not thinking
there's
at all.
no...
No, he's not. He's not thinking.
No.
It's
Yeah.
not sleep or dreaming.
Well, I can look through his memories, so yeah. All right, but fair enough. Put him in the. I'll cast a softwood, and because I had a day to memorize spells, so I can actually cast it rather than use my shrine.
Okay. So so a soft, spongy wood springs up around him, and then you tie a length of rope. You'd probably tie it like in multiple dimensions to really make sure that it's.
If only we had someone in rope use. Looks at Braxon.
This would not be.
This
would not need.
I have rope use.
This would not need a proficiency check.
All right. Well, it's to make sure the rope doesn't come undone or whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, like, yeah, they have rope use, which means this is a simple task for them.
Oh, all right. Would a net be easier? Put a net and then tie the rope to the net.
I think we should overthink this.
Yeah, I mean, I was just saying that they can easily do this, and you're like, would something else be easier? And it's like,
also,
I'm already telling you that they can do it.
Also, when you say would a net be easier, I don't think we've got a net in the crew.
I got a fishing net.
You missed his pun. All right, so you tie the rope around the softwooded captain and string it out behind your vessel until it is outside of the air envelope.
Yeah.
Okay.
Finn will make sure that by putting just a small candle on top of it, lit, and when we see the candle go out, we know it's outside of the air envelope.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
All right. So that will be kind of being drawn behind the vessel. Where do you want to tie it onto your vessel?
Have to probably be on the garden.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
behind Braxon's cabin, I think.
Okay.
Because it's
I check
there
my
or
plants and you do your when you wake up.
It's either going to be there or it's going to be the other ship. One or the other.
Okay.
So that'll do.
Oh, we need one of you priests to come up with like a ward spell that does like a vacuum inside a sealed room.
Why priest?
Destroy air.
Yeah. No, a vacuum. While this ward sphere allows you to have the ability to affect like a room or an area. So I was thinking if you take the
I don't think that there would be a spell. I like that.
No, you'd make one up.
No, I understand that, but like
it keeps air out.
Yeah, but you're also talking about just making a vacuum inside a room. There's a chance that room would just collapse on itself because there's no air pressure in there.
Well, it's magic, so.
And B, like,
it was only for the softwood, so.
Talking about a spell that could very easily be used to suffocate an entire room of people.
I think
quite powerful.
I think a big tub of water is enough of a solution that you don't need to invent a bespoke spell that goes the air.
And besides, we resolved the problem anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just thinking in general.
All right. So with that taken care of, you've gotten the. I'll say that you were able to recover some wood from the vessel, like because you were here a day. I will say that you were able to get
Thank you.
a hull point worth of wood for
One
storage.
whole point,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Most likely immediately used for the repairs.
No, I already took off the wood.
It doesn't.
So
I mean, it's
put
just
back
numbers. It's just
I'll put
numbers.
back.
It's just numbers.
Yeah. I will restore 1 whole point to our. We've got 14 whole points of wood.
Like if someone pays you a silver piece and you have to pay another silver, and you have to they give you a silver piece to go buy something, you can put that silver piece into your pocket and then pull out a silver piece later, and it doesn't have to be the same silver piece.
No, that's cool. I'd already deducted the 2 whole points, so I've just added 1 back on.
Okay. All right. So, anything else you want to do with this ship? You're just gonna let it go, drift away.
I think so at this point.
I think we should let it drift away.
Yeah.
Okay.
No bother destroying it.
It's already had an arm swell
Also,
off it. It's been
I'm
hulled.
fine with it drifting.
I will also say that Lankas and Solas, you both could have spent some time further studying the machinery of the ram claws.
Yeah, I would have studied.
No real big, advantage. But if you want to make a note of that in case it ever comes up in the future, you have gotten, a day's worth of study of the ram claws on a scorpion ship.
I'd be grilling them for my report.
All right.
Seeing what I can learn and write into the report. I always say we had 2 experts or near experts looking at them.
Okay. All right. Braxon, you can begin moving the ship.
Ooh. Okay. I can't go diagonally on this one, can I?
No.
Right, so we're going to Greer, aren't we? So
yeah.
Hang on.
And
I have the wrong tool. Let's go that one.
I'm pretty sure that no matter what, it's going to take what I told you before. Number of blocks. I looked a few different ways, and I did not see an easier way of a faster way of getting there.
Yeah.
So, okay. So the you begin to get underway. So you do have quite a while before you get to Grilla. This is a very big crystal sphere. So let's kind of go through what you all want to do during the trip. Braxon, what are you going to be doing?
Braxon's going to be doing some praying for guidance from his deity, and he's going to be checking over the stores of the ship, training any of the new people that want to learn combat skills or spacefaring skills.
Okay.
And drilling the crew.
All right.
They go up a level, don't they? After a while, don't they? They get more expensive.
After going for a combat and through the flow, I think you can train them up.
If you want to pay them more, if you don't want to pay them more, then they won't advance.
Okay.
Do we want something? Do we
want to level the crew up, or do we want to keep them as they are?
I think they performed decently well enough.
So we have the option of doing it later now that they have.
Well, if we wanted to have them leveled up for Ockar's fight, we will be wanting to level them up now.
We wouldn't be bringing the crew into the Dark Star.
Okay. All right. We're not going to level up the crew, I don't think. Anyone's pushing for that.
Okay. I think it only mattered for... you get a slightly faster ship initiative, I think. If you have crack team.
Yes.
Yeah, but I thought we was hiring a crew to get a good crew to have a good fight.
So they get a better initiative modifier and a better morale modifier, but I mean, if they're standard, then it's just unmodified. So.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll keep them as they are then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we need to nickel and dime every advantage we can get, then we'll do that, I guess. But at the moment, I don't think we need to.
Yeah. No, that's okay. I thought
It's a
people
good
might want to do
suggestion,
that.
though.
but-
I like it. Forgot
that's
about
cool.
it, to be honest.
Right. Okay. Well, Braxton's not going to be doing anything special then.
Darrakar, how about you? Are you muted? Yeah, you're muted. Unless you stepped away. I'll come back to you. Solas, how about you?
I'm teaching the illiterate.
Okay. So you're gonna have a number of weeks.
Mhm.
So that's what you're gonna be doing the whole
I mean,
time, or is there anything else that
it's-
you want to do?
I mean, I would do spell research if I had enough time, but I think teaching reading and writing takes so much time that I will have to do that first.
Okay.
I would, if you're teaching common, I wouldn't mind joining
I mean,
in on that.
Solas is teaching any language skill he knows to anyone who is willing to learn.
So
My
yeah,
whole life with
reading.
goblins and dwarves, so
Yeah, common would be something available if you want to start working your way towards learning that and getting that proficiency.
It's basically his divine duty to teach people.
Okay. Ockar, how about you?
Same stuff I've been doing.
Okay. All right. Finn, are you back? He stepped away. All right. How about you, Lafdul?
I assume doing the reports and learning how ships run, even though I've spent a month doing it free to fly, I still need more time or doing that.
And they do operate differently in wild space.
Yeah, so I still need to do that in toy.
Okay.
If you want someone to check through your reports, not necessarily the contents, but how you made them. Solas has experience on writing reports.
Yeah, and I'd take advice from anyone. So I would try to organise with Braxon or Ockar about getting Loire familiar with running a ship. Well, flying a ship. I mean, helming, if it's possible. Like getting a shift in once in a blue moon, so he's not in completely, because he's never done it before.
So about once a week, have Loire do a shift on the helm.
Yeah.
Lankas, did you want to do the same thing?
yeah. I'll continue my once a week taking a shift.
Okay.
Oh, so the helmsman get a day off, and
Yeah.
Loire and Lankas do
Okay.
the two shifts.
All right. Finn, anything that you want to do on this trip?
Just
go ahead,
teaching
Finn.
agriculture.
Okay. All right, Lafdul, you wanted to say something?
Because me and Lankas Loire and Lankas are on the same shift, one of us will have to split, so I'll probably have to put Loire on the other shift then.
All right, that's fine.
They'd be with Ockar, Finn, and Solas. Was that right?
I'm probably not going to have anything happen when someone
Yeah.
unusual
I'm
is on
just
the
saying
shift,
he's in the opposite
just so
shift,
that I don't have to think about it. All right. Okay, so Darrakar, are you back? Because you're muted if so.
He did say be right back.
All right. All right. Well, we'll.
That was 7 minutes ago.
No, that was a diamond for Lankas, not Gabe.
Lankas.
Okay. Well,
Darrakar's Cape Sword.
We'll.
Just hold on a second.
Okay.
There was someone at the door.
Okay. Are you back now or?
No, I need a couple of
Okay.
minutes to resolve this.
All right. that's fine. Sorry. All right, so
It's okay.
the trip is going uneventfully. You can go ahead and move another block there, Braxon.
Okay.
So including the extra day, that's going to be 9 days so far.
Yeah.
And what is your plan? Are you going to be just moving up to the Ring of Grilla and then heading across on the ring?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I was going to try doing it diagonally, but
it's just like the way of it. It does not work out, unfortunately.
yeah.
All right, so the trip to Grila's ring is going to be uneventful, so go ahead and move through that.
Right.
Oh, I'd also be spending whatever little time I get carving a section of this Stellar Dragon thing I'm doing.
Yeah, Braxon?
So I go all the way to the ring.
Yeah.
How many days is that? Hang on.
That's 7 blocks.
7 blocks. Okay.
Oh, thanks for your patience on that, wandering salesman.
No problem. So that is going to be a total of 37 days to get to the orbit of Grilla. So 2 pay periods will have passed. So you can make that note.
Mm-hmm.
And the trip is uneventful. Darrakar, what do you want to be doing during the trip?
Well, what I was thinking for the time being is that I would be doing some melee training.
Okay.
Okay. Braxon.
Wasn't Darrakar also learning how to read and write?
I can do that instead.
You can do both.
Oh, okay.
You get physical with your mental exercise. Yeah, I would have.
Just a reminder that that was what you told last time.
Yeah, I mean, like, learning things like that is like it's not exclusive to other things.
Mm-hmm.
So you can definitely do both. All right, so Lafdul, you wanted to be taking some shape woods to repair the ship.
Up the ship.
Okay,
Yeah.
So because 37 days
plenty
passed,
of
I'm
time,
not. I'm not going to be too concerned.
I only need sawdust as material components.
Yeah.
So.
No, I know. All right. So how many hull points does the ship need?
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't a number.
5.
Yeah, 5 certain.
Yeah, it's 5.
Okay. All right. So you can go ahead and deduct the 5 from your cargo, the 5 hull points worth of wood from your cargo, and restore the ship up to max.
Woohoo. Thank you.
Okay. You did get some items from the Hobgoblin vessel. Did you guys want to do anything with those on the trip?
I would have suggested using the slate on them at least.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Yeah. That's a very good idea.
Okay.
I hate it when I misspell something.
We should also be a bit careful about them in case any of them, like that cloak that Never put on, that wasn't very nice for her.
It was a bro.
Okay, yeah, but there might be some
if,
things like that.
I guess if we want to start with the slate, we can start with like that pole arm.
Glaive.
Do any of us even use glaives?
The new guy, the Minotaur guy.
Uh,
He uses polearm, so.
I think glaive would be close enough to halberd.
Yes, a glaive would be within familiarity of halberds, so only a half penalty.
Glaive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one we got from the last fight. Did you put your interest on the sheet?
No.
You could. No, I'll put. Yeah, I assume you're going to have interest in a magical weapon if you don't have one.
I've got
Actually.
Darrakar has ticked 1.
Darrakar, he's interested in the belts.
Lankas hasn't ticked anything.
You can put interest in the items if you want them, you know.
Oh, okay. My brain was not figuring out how this worked. Okay, now I get it.
Right, so the way that the party's been doing magic items is that people make a note.
Yeah.
Did they talk to you about that already?
They did, but I just completely forgot to look at the sheet and then. Okay.
Yeah.
But now I'm.
Have a look now, see if there's any you want.
There's a dagger and a dart, I think that might be of interest.
So the slate is not going to reveal any particular information about the bolts or the glaive. It is going to reveal that the dart is a dart of the hornet's nest.
Oh, that's incredibly good.
And the dagger is called a resource dagger.
Has any of us heard of a resource dagger?
No.
Nope.
It's a human resource dagger.
Put it in.
Assassinate your boss with it and you get a promotion.
Yeah, I'm interested in it, but I don't know what it is. For dagger.
None of them is anything that I could use.
Does anyone have an identify spell that they want to cast?
I can cast identify spell if someone has pearls.
That also takes 8 hours, so you'd have to lose a day. But
this is happening over the 37 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll throw in a pearl.
I do kind of expect you guys to be like, hey, let's identify these items as opposed to sit around for a month while completely ignoring them. So, like, I brought it up to get to that point. I don't feel like I should have to bring it up though.
Well, I will.
I mean, if no one wants magic items anymore, I can just, like, take all the magic items out. That's fine with me.
I mean, I do want magic items, but none of these are something that Solas can use, so...
You could still be interested in learning about what they are, though.
If we learn what they are, we might get a better price selling them as well.
But if Lafdul was willing to give me a pearl, I will cast Identify and start with the glaive.
Okay. All right. That is just a magical weapon. It does not have any special features. What level are you again?
Okay. I'm 11th level.
Okay. So, all right. All right. So you continue to identify. You want to move on to the dart?
I move on to the dagger.
Dagger? All right.
Yeah.
So let's see. That does have a combat bonus.
Mm-hmm.
That also has some physical tools hidden within it.
Oh.
Tools.
Could be thieves' tools.
That also has a magic in it that allows it to reveal difficult to see things.
Oh.
If he says "and," I'm clicking the box for interested.
And
3 things now.
it has a magic in it to create light.
Oh. So
Does
quite
that-
potent.
Do we get charges or anything from this thing?
I think I would have to cast a
No.
better one.
You don't get specific charges, but you will find out if it is
If it has.
charged.
So it's combat bonus, tools inside, and magic to create light.
Yeah,
And to see something that was hard to see.
And the light aspect is charged. There are charges related to that.
Oh, limited charges.
Yeah.
Could it be recharged or?
Did we see what type of did we know what type of tool it was inside?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it might
Would
be
have to
something.
study it.
Might be something like thieves' tools, in which case it's not any good for Braxon.
I would think that it would be something like that, small tools.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to be small
I'm
tools.
locksmith. Does it have thieves' tools if I hold it?
Just holding it doesn't do anything.
You have to study to know how to activate it.
Solas has already held it.
Oh, it's hidden.
Try to unscrew the pommel or something.
Solas, can you?
Real
borrow
fast,
your mace?
since you have the identify up. The dart can create additional copies of itself when thrown, and the light quarrels have no special effects other than a combat bonus of some sort.
Okay. You no longer give us estimation on how.
Nope, because you were trying to
bonuses.
read too much into that.
Okay. So glaive is just a weapon plus something. Dagger has tools, light powers, and ability to see something that was hard to see. And darts replicate themselves when you throw.
Yep.
That dart's a good throwing weapon for someone that's not got a good throwing weapon.
For
Does it get
being
used
plus
up?
something, it is useful in and of itself.
Darts are usually a mage weapon, so if
The
Lankas
dart would
has
be used up.
I actually don't have darts. I have a sling.
You would learn that that is a one-use power from it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which
Usually
one has one use?
The dart.
Oh, okay.
things are.
It's a dart of darting.
But
Dart of the hornet's nest.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's called.
Right. Okay, so you throw one dart at someone
And it makes
like,
copies of itself.
Yeah, like they get hit with lots of darts.
But yeah, Solas has, after he's identified, he says that he doesn't have any interest in any of them since they are all bladed weapons. Though the knife especially sounds like a useful tool.
Yeah, I think it might be lockpick, so I'm going to take my tick off.
Are there any items that only one person has expressed interest in?
One.
Only Darrakar wants the pole arm.
Okay. Any objections to him just getting that then?
Nope.
No.
Not really.
Okay. Let me go ahead and put that into his list of items.
All
right, so hold on, Darrakar, you'll need to use it some in combat to get an idea of what the bonus is.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay. but and until or unless you like, if you get a proficiency in it, then you'll of course have no penalty with it. But until then, you'll have a -1 to hit with it.
That's okay. I'll work with it, and
Yeah.
I
We'll get
mean,
there.
even if it's just +1, it still negates the -1 that you get.
All right.
But not to
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah.
Correct. It's just -1 to hit, not -1 to damage.
Also, since it is plus weapon, it can hit creatures that normal weapons can't.
Yeah.
Like undead.
That's the other big benefit of them.
Mhm.
And they don't break easily.
Okay, so that's the only item that only one person was interested in. How about the dart?
Nobody's interested in the
Nobody's put interest in the dart.
Okay.
If I was just a
If
mage, I
Leather
would
was
have
here,
definitely taken it.
She
but-
would have taken it.
Yeah.
I don't think
I
any of
mean,
us uses darts.
No.
I mean,
It's a one and done. That's why I'm kind of.
Well, our new illusionist might be able to make use of that.
Nope,
I
I
mean-
don't have dart proficiency. And
you
So,
don't
again-
have it, but you can always get it.
Or remember, you can still use an item that you don't have proficiency in.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this about Lankas. You do take a non-proficiency penalty, which for a warrior is only a -2.
Yeah.
For a
What-
wizard, it's like -5.
But Lankas is
Yeah,
a multi-class, so
Five.
he's
Thief.
getting the
I'm a
-3
thief
for
as
thief.
well, but yeah, so.
-3.
The thief
Wasn't much,
don't get the
yeah.
-5.
I mean, I guess I could take the darts. Might come in handy if we're facing one big opponent.
So 2 people were in. You going to take it?
Yeah, sure. I'll put an interest in it.
All right.
Okay.
Now that I realized it was only -3, I'm like, I don't know. I was thinking it was the worst, but apparently not.
No,
Anybody
it is
else?
the best.
Anybody else? Going once, going
No.
twice.
I mean,
Gone
it's
to
decent for a
Lankas.
warrior too.
Yeah. No, Lankas can have it.
I'll put that on his
So
sheet.
2 people want the 8 crossbow quarrels, Darrakar and Ockar.
I'll
Darrakar.
take my
So-
thing off of it.
Do-
Darrakar can have it.
Darrakar.
Okay.
Darrakar can have it.
sorry. Okay.
You could have also just split them.
Yeah, I was going to say to you.
I'm fine. I've got plenty.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I mean that's pretty reasonable. Like, if you've got
Mhm.
stuff already, let it go to someone who doesn't have anything yet.
Right.
Yeah.
So the dagger, Lankas and Lafdul are both after it.
It's
Okay.
I'm
It's
curious as
just-
to what the tool is.
yeah. That's the only reason I'm majorly interested is the tools.
So do
Aspect.
you guys
We
want
roll
to
off.
fiddle with it and see if you can open it up, see what the tools are?
Yeah, I'll experiment with it. I mean, I'm a locksmith. I can. Well, I've got a. Would I have? I would be training my apprentice. I probably would have bought like locks or something.
I'm also a, I'm
just
also
a
a thief,
reminder-
and I don't have thieves' tools or anything.
You don't have thieves' tools.
I did not pick up thieves' tools. No.
Oh,
Yeah,
With my starting.
Yes.
build.
that's fine.
Just a reminder for Lafdul that you can also get items for your apprentice.
yeah.
In part because Ald told me that you're I'm probably not going to succeed at any check he has to set up because you're like really good at this stuff. So
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. You still have a go, and then when you fail, he
Yeah, if
has
it's
to go.
not dangerous, I'll get you to
Right,
practice so you
but
can get XP.
there's an element of like, what do you want to like? You get access to all the thieves' skills. You can focus on different things. I was
Yeah.
It's
I
just
was
more
gonna
of a
focus
case
more on
of
detect hidden and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
But having them
That
would not be a
knows.
bad thing because I did put some points into it just in
Yeah.
case.
Right. Do you 2 want to roll for it, or do you want to try and work out what the tools are?
I'm content just to roll off. So who gets it, gets it.
Okay.
all right. So D20 each.
Yeah.
I
Congratulations.
thought I was gonna lose with the 4.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
The first lot of magical thieves tools, and the thief that's been in the game for 7 years doesn't get it. Congratulations, at least you got a magical
Oh
weapon
my
now.
goodness.
I mean, it's not necessary. It doesn't necessarily have thieves' tools.
No, wow.
Doesn't necessarily have thieves' tools.
It's gonna be
all
a
right.
toothbrush.
So yeah, exactly. All right, Lankas. Holding this dagger, steel blade with a black ebony handle and a steel pommel and crossbar, designed to look like serpents with pebbly scales. Like just by holding it, you're not seeing any obvious way to elicit any of these functions. Is there anything that you want to do in this, month plus period that you're examining it?
I mean, screwing off the pommel is the only obvious thing I can think of.
Okay, it does not screw off.
Oh, okay.
You can start research it.
Solas,
Mm-hmm.
lend him your mace. He can see ethereal, detect invisibility for a
I
command
use
word.
the detect invisibility if there's any command words there written.
Like a magical counterpart to the Swiss Bowie knife.
Yeah.
So the detect invisibility doesn't reveal any hidden writing, but it does make you realize that 4 of the pebbly scales on the serpents making up the crossbar are actually buttons.
Oh yes, buttons.
I will tell Lankas about them.
Okay, I press one of the buttons.
Okay.
I'll go through them all.
So something pops out of the bottom of the pommel.
Okay.
And you look at that, and you do think that would fit into a lock.
Why is he getting magic thief tools?
Your
the new guy already.
Your lockpick skill is already high enough that it doesn't matter, sir.
Oh yeah. No, it's the fact that if a lockpick breaks, they don't break as easily because they're magical. Oh, congratulations! You've earned an enemy for life.
Now you have thieves tools.
Yeah, I've got 4 daggers already, so I felt really bad about taking this.
Well, you could have
Well,
chosen not to take it, not to put interest down on it.
I was like, do you use a short sword or anything? Is it just what weapons do you use?
Sling, dart, and gun, pistol.
Oh,
Or sorry, sling, dagger, and pistol. So I plan
Alright.
to pick up short sword later when I get more proficiency slots, but
all right. I'm gonna say if you had short sword, I might have offered you one of mine.
So that was the first button. Pressing it again will cause the tool to pop back into the hilt.
I am so jealous.
Oh, so it's a lockpick attached to a dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what? I'm
there's
feeling
some danger
generous.
I think
Old.
there's some danger involved in lockpicking with a dagger, but
I will. Solas, you know the better invisible the detect spell, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You learned that from Leva, so I will give him the large pearl, and I'll say just tell him what it does. If it's got charges, well, let's see what each of the buttons do.
Well, I'll use the superior identification.
Well, does Lankas want to push any of the
If
other
he wants.
buttons?
yeah, I was gonna say I'll try them all over the course of
alright.
a few days.
Okay.
You're teleported to the plane of fire.
So
rolling you
that's-
2D.
I mean, I was gonna offer to pay so you know what it is, so I'm giving this as a gift. So
well, wait until he presses the buttons to see what they all do. 'Cause
He
maybe
might
it'll be
die.
obvious.
He's Tinker Gnome. He's curious.
So the second button will cause a different tool to pop out. It's a hooked tool. You would recognize that it's primarily for removing stones from horses' hooves, but of course, it's a small hooked tool. You can use it for other things too.
Can you use it to climb?
No.
Can you grip onto a wall?
No.
Oh.
It's not big enough. It's strong
No,
enough. And
but
you'd be
the-
holding
you
the
could
blade.
use it-
You'd be holding the blade of a dagger while doing that. Not the best idea.
No, but you could use it, for example, to fish something out that is close by behind a grate.
So the third button, and pressing each button again causes the tool to pop back into the pommel. The third button causes a small steel-rimmed glass lens to pop out. And looking through that lens allows you to, like, it's like a magnifying lens, but it's very powerful. Exactly how powerful you'll need to figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
And then the fourth button causes a 4-inch long clear prism to pop out of the hilt, and it produces a slight amount of light.
I'm guessing that was the one that uses its charges, yeah.
Okay.
Now you can try to get more precise information with the more powerful identify spell.
Yeah, I'm willing to do that for you.
Okay, I'll let you.
Yeah, there you go. You can have my last power. My
Okay.
last
I'll
250
cast
one.
a spell.
Okay. So that will reveal that the lockpicking tool does add a 5% to lockpick chance.
Mm-hmm.
The lens you have allows you to see things that are very small. It does magnify, but it also will help enhance hidden trails. So if you needed to try and follow a trail of something, that would give you you could use that to have a tracking proficiency, but not as a ranger, so it would have the -6 penalty. Then the clear prism, without any charges, it will create a 10-foot long cone of light. So basically like a weak flashlight.
Oh, okay.
However, and that's the standard thing when you just pop it out. There is a combination of buttons that you can press, and that you'll need to figure out for yourself. The spell does not reveal exactly what that is. That will create a blinding beam of light that can blind a creature who is hit in the eyes. And another one is a cone of light that can also blind, but blind more than one creature. The cone is not as long as the bright beam. Those do use charges.
Is that the sort of light that damages undead, or just like
No,
normal light?
It's just
it would
light.
not. It would not hurt undead.
So not sunlight.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I'm so jealous. So jealous. You have no idea.
Oh, you've had so many good items.
Yeah, yeah, but I've never had magical thieves' tools. That was on my bucket list. Magical bow, magical thieves' tools.
And I want to note, like,
I'll lend you the dagger when you.
No, it's fine. You've
when
got
you
it.
need to pick a lock.
These were all random items that I rolled up, so.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just how the cookie crumbles. So.
Yep.
Yeah, it's definitely a pride thing for Lafdul. He
Yeah.
can't let you loan it.
At least it was more than.
No, I'm fine with
it was
loaning
more than-
items. I'm annoyed that he got it, so I don't want to take it off him. That's kind of
So it does have a combat bonus as well, but you'll need to actually use it in combat to figure out what that is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Lafdul, if you really wanted that item, you could always trade with Lankas if he was willing. Since you have plenty of magic
I
daggers.
do have plenty of items.
Yeah.
You could offer a
You
trade.
could do that.
It might not be worth it though. That's a nice piece of.
I know one item that he might be interested in.
I'm
be
going
the
to be
braces,
honest. The weird like
utility.
multi-combo, the weird like fact that it has like a bunch of different things in it will make it very hard for Lankas to want to give it up.
And the light
I
part
thought
too,
that,
right?
You're thinking them. That's like perfect for you in a way.
Yeah.
And the light part
like,
just feeds right into his own character's life quest. So
yeah.
Maybe you're meant to have it. As ungrateful as Lafdul is, he's happy that you have something. Lafdul's like, don't pick up any more strangers along the way. They take items.
Do the snakes do anything?
No, they
are
don't.
just decorative.
They're just decorative, and they hide the buttons.
Mm-hmm. Ah, I see.
Because
of the scales. Yeah.
Yeah, they have pebbly scales, which hides the buttons. Okay. With that taken care of, you can continue traveling towards Grilla.
Quick question: was there the person who had the dagger on the ship? Was there a scabbard that come with it?
There would have been a simple scabbard, nothing special. But it was actually in a chest on the ship.
Ah, right, okay.
And simple scabbards are easy to come by.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Magical ones. We've only ever had one, and that went to a person who left the party.
That happens. Mm-hmm. They moved on. They got they got their portion of treasure. So
yeah.
Yep.
All right. So you want to start moving towards Grilla?
Yes, please.
It's just a thing of wound closure, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Does that stop you from dying, or does it just heal you?
Doesn't matter right now.
Shall I move one square?
You can move to right here.
I can move to right there.
Yeah.
Okay. I sense a random encounter happening.
So that's another 6 squares.
Yeah.
So that is going to be 24 more days.
Yeah. There's definitely going to be a section in Lafdul's report where Lafdul's just very angry. You can tell by the writing.
All right. So as you are making your way towards Grilla, you do a drop out of spelljamming speed, and you can see. Well, you drop out of spelljamming speed, and after a moment, a crewman shouts, "Ship ahead, starboard!" Let's see. This is this is the first day in that block. Second shift and 5th hour. So second shift is Nemariel on the helm, Lankas, Braxon, Lafdul, and Darrakar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What? Braxton's going to get his spyglass. What sort of ship is it?
Okay, so looking through, you see it does appear to be a hammer ship. It's painted in shades of red and orange. And
okay.
It does appear to be signaling you already. It is moving in your direction.
Okay, what does the signal say?
Probably okay.
After a moment of figuring out, they like you picked it up in the middle and they repeat it, and it comes out as they're saying, "We are the Cyril's tongue. Heave to, disarm your weapons, and prepare to be boarded or face destruction."
This is Braxton's going to reply back. Cyril's tongue. He's going to reply back. This is the the blade out of realm space. Under whose authority are you claimed to operate?
Under our own, is the reply you get back. Heave to, prepare to be boarded, or face destruction. They repeat.
They're clearly pirates.
That would be
Just
your
say, "Are you
conclusion.
pirates?"
That would be your conclusion, Braxon. If someone is saying that they're
Yeah.
threatening that under their own authority, they're basically saying they're pirates. Yes.
Yeah. Right. Battle stations.
Are you just going to threaten them back?
No, I'm just going to fire weapons at them.
I think you should also at this point put Sunfayun on the helm since he's better than our normal helmsman for combat.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I'll take
and we are
battle
still
station.
far enough.
Battle stations. Wake up all the officers.
Was I awake or not?
That
second shift,
is
so-
Lafdul, yes. Nemerial, Lankas,
so my
Braxon,
apprentice is-
Lafdul, and Darrakar. But it is about time for us to take our break. So
Another random
come
encounter.
back. When we come back in about 10 minutes, everyone, we will see what awaits the party with this vessel.
Yeah.
So good time to stretch your legs, get something to eat or drink, and we will be back momentarily. See you shortly, everyone.
We'll see you
See
then.
you on the other side.
Or